closer to the 2022 general election, the fate of women eyeing different political positions lies in the progress the country has made in eliminating gender biases that impede their chances of ascending to power. And as Serfine Achieng reports, an imbalanced competition is more skewed towards women with disabilities.
Happy that this motion that has come before my fellow senators.
When she was nominated to Senate in 2017, Gertrude Inima Musuruve never anticipated that her transition from being a lecturer into politics would expose her to the gender biases and systemic barriers women face in leadership.
I really wanted to go to parliament so that I can be the voice of the marginalized. I can be the voice of persons with disabilities in this country, so that I'm a game changer when it comes to legislation.
While acknowledging the underrepresentation of women in political leadership, Senator Musuruve says the gap of inequality is even wider for women with disability.
There is the pity paradigm. This is someone with a disability, and since she's someone with a disability, you know, just that sorrow paradigm that you cannot make it. Also, another challenge in politics is about visibility. And getting that visibility as someone with the challenges, it becomes really difficult, because there's that, you know, kusukumana and all that. You cannot get to the pace of others and all that. So it is like you really have to assert your way.
According to the 2019 Kenya National Housing and Population Census, of the 900,000 Kenyans with some form of disability, 2.5% are women. Further data from the United Disabled Persons of Kenya shows that out of the 350 members of parliament, only 5, that is 3 men and 2 women, have some form of disability, and in the Senate, only 1 woman and 1 man were nominated to represent persons with disabilities. This number, according to Senator Musuruve, is nothing but a drop in the ocean, challenging relevant stakeholders to plug in and help women with disability compete successfully.
What I want to urge political parties, and this they need to take very seriously, that they need to include persons with disabilities on their list, and they need to ensure that persons with disabilities are also given an opportunity in decision making, because it is in the decision making table that you can change the lives of persons with disabilities.
Against the odds, however, she has remained relentless, bagging several awards in her efforts to push for the welfare of persons with disability, both locally and internationally.
I did a motion on provision of colostomy bags. So the whole of parliament, I'm one of the legislators whose work has been identified. I also did 2 bills with Professor Kamar on persons with disabilities. They've been identified by Mzalendo. So when it comes to legislation, I've come top.
Senator Musuruve, however, laments that the elective seats still remain unreachable for persons with disability, and she is determined to change the narrative.
There are so many women who come to me, they need support. But as a nominated senator, I'm not able to address them. But I know that if I'm given the power of Lugari, I know that if I'm given the elective position, I'll be able to reserve some money to support economic empowerment for also women.
All hope is not lost, however, with the country recording tremendous progress in efforts to promote women's representation in political leadership.
We want to know more about you.
Thank you. Where do
Zipporah Kitoni is a women's rights advocate and a trailblazer in women's participation in the political landscape. She has now retired from active politics, but has vivid memories of her debut into the male-dominated political world.
We were 9 women. Mother Karu and I interacted, and we became very good friends, and we served in one committee. We traveled together outside, and I told her town. That's why Mother became a good mother and a good friend of mine up to now. And what the rules of parliament, we started with Peth Mugo, what is called Gewopa, to shape women committees and women issues in parliament. One thing you must know, that we were not allowed to take a handbag into the chamber. So one day we asked, what about the men? Who knows what they carry in these pockets they have? Could he not carry a pistol here or in the jacket of his coat? So eventually it has been overruled that you can go in with your handbag.
The 2010 Constitution, she says, was a game changer in efforts to support women's representation and leadership. She, however, laments over the laxity in implementing the 2/3 gender rule.
The journey has been very, very long and windy. That the first parliament, we didn't have a woman. We only had one. And that the Constitution did not favor us at that time. Right now, the Constitution favors us. The journey is that we still need to conform and get all the things that the 12 critical areas of concern, that we put it in Beijing.
Amidst the challenges, however, the election of the first 3 women governors and appointment of the first woman chief justice are a clear sign that women continue to break the glass ceiling, a sign that a new dawn is beckoning.
Like we have been advised, let us be relentless in seeking for these positions whenever they become available.
Because we have unfinished business with every office that we have not occupied. There are a few offices we have occupied. There are many women have not set foot on.
For KBC Channel 1, I'm Serfine Achieng, Oma.